How is going? G'day, everybody. Welcome to Monday Meltdown. Let me fix my camera. What a bloody mess. Barely getting your show together, Dustin. No, yeah. You guys know how I roll. Fucking how you doing? Hope you've had a good Monday. You know what I mean? I reckon I had an alright day. Two of you's already watching. Geez, thanks for tuning in. Got some bloody fair dinkum fucking news from around the world to talk about today. What a fucking nightmare. Nah, only joking. For all you's tuning in, should I hook straight in? That's a fucking enough. I was reading some shit today. What have they got? What have we got in the news? Shane Simpson sub dusty dust bags. Yeah, mate, it's a fucking dust storm out there, I'm telling you. Dead set all weekend. It was like a dust storm. And I had a pretty good weekend. Mondays, there's only so good a Monday can ever get, I reckon. You feel what I'm saying? Kevin, thanks for tuning in, mate. Fucking Kevo. My year 7 teacher's name was Kevin Oliver, I think his name was. Used to call him Kevo. Anyway, let's hook into the fucking news. Oh, I was watching today on YouTube. Chris Jericho won the All Elite Wrestling fucking title. So good on him. What a bloody legend. Chris Jericho, he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's just the fucking, you know what I mean? He never gives up. He talks some mad shit. Check out his podcast, you know what I mean? Because Chris Jericho's podcast, there was a real good one he did about fucking Sasquatch, about fucking Bigfoot. And I was like, fuck yeah, I love a good, Bigfoot, fucking ghost, any of that shit I love listening to. And Jericho, he loves all that, what do you call it? I don't know. Not conspiracy theories. He loves all that bloody ghosts and witches and aliens and fucking Bigfoot. So jump on his podcast and listen to his shit, because he just lets people talk about it. He just lets them go ballistic on his podcast. And he's won his AWE bloody I'm going irrational times. I'm gonna fall asleep listening to you. What a legend, mate. You're gonna sleep like a baby. Irrational times. Just, you've had a good day, mate. Time to fall asleep. You're gonna have a good rest, mate. And wake up and feel brand new. No, good, mate. I know. He said no disrespect. All good, bro. I know it's late in America, so good on you. Thanks for bloody tuning in. I should try find this bloody article. There was some crap about Chris Jericho. He won his AWE wrestling bloody belt, right? I thought I fucking saved this article. He won his belt, and then the silly duffer, somehow he actually lost his belt. Like, he actually lost it. He reckons he went to some steakhouse. Let's fucking find it. Chris Jericho, AWE champion. Bang. Where's him fucking losing his belt? Was found on the road. He lost his belt. He won the match, and then he went to like a steakhouse afterwards for a feed. And he reckons the limo driver had to go back to the airport, and somehow his fucking bag ended up on the side of the motorway. So I don't know what the fuck happened there. Something happened there. It doesn't really make sense. Here we go. Let's read about this. Almost going to burp, pardon me. What a fucking pig. The story of the missing All Elite Wrestling World Champion belt gets stranger. Apparently this belt is worth 30 grand. Must be made of gold or something. The story of here we go. Chris Jericho became the promotions, the AWE fucking championship Saturday but swiftly lost his belt, literally, somewhere in Florida. Per a police report, Jericho last remember having the $30,000 belt at the airport and placing it in his limousine. While he went to eat at the Longhorn Steakhouse, his limo driver returned to the airport to swap luggage while he dined, realizing the wrong bag had been taken. And when Jericho returned to the car, he realized his belt was gone. I reckon someone was just messing with him, eh? It was apparently, I don't understand how the fuck this happened. It was apparently sitting on Highway 20, swaddled in its velvet bag, and later listed on Craigslist the entire time Jericho was hunting for it. What the fuck? This is the dude who found it. A quote: "It's pretty comical," said Frank Price, who found the bag with his wife Katie. "It's like the start for a great screenplay. This story could have gone in so many other funny directions. There are so many funny twists to it." Is there? I don't fucking know. Tell me, mate. I would have been like, F you, Jericho. I want a fucking match. We're having a bloody match, mate. If you can pin me, then you can have your fucking belt back, you piece of shh. Do you remember? I remember the good times with Chris Jericho. Remember when CM Punk? I don't know if you follow the wrestling, but anyway, when CM Punk and bloody Jericho had a feud, and Jericho, he's like the best heel ever. He's like, "You're nothing, Punk," because you know CM Punk's like, what is he, straight edge or some shit? He's like, "Your father's an alcoholic, Punk. Your sister's an alcoholic," and then he'd keep leaving like heaps of booze, and Jericho would keep leaving all this booze in Punk's buddy locker and stuff, and in his car, like tempting him to get on the piss. And then I remember he like smashed a fucking bottle of Jim Beam over his head. I was like, this is true entertainment. But anyway, I know if I fucking found that bag, found his $30,000 belt, I'd just be fucking wearing it around. Fuck you. If you want it, come get it. Find his keepers, mate. Challenge him to a match. Where the fuck am I? I'll jump in the comment section here. Kevin reckons Missouri passed legislation saying the federal government is not allowed to make gun laws. Is that right? So you guys will be free? People in Missouri will have decent gun laws? I don't know what that has anything to do with what we're saying, mate. We got Chris Jericho losing his fucking belt. You know what I'm saying? Where can I get a hat like that? I found it on this. There's a shop. It's called Uncle Rico, and they do all these they do the maddest. There's another hat I was gonna buy. It has, like, in Australia we have wheelie bins. You put your bin out every fucking whatever day your rubbish truck comes along. But we have like a recycling bin with a yellow top. Anyway, you can get this hat, the same hat, and you can get like a full, like a shirt and shorts. There's like Winnie Blues cigarettes, bin chickens, and hot chips, and tipped over fucking wheelie bins. And it's just like a Hawaiian shirt, so it's just a pattern of that all over. And I was like, fuck, that'd be so good. They make all these mad bogan stuff. There's like ones of, remember Steve Irwin, the guy who'd be like, "The wildlife warrior, you've got to fight. You've got to fight for these little critters." Old Steve, my heart goes out to him. My heart breaks for Steve Irwin, the fucking living legend. That dude was brave as fuck, just tackling crocodiles. Anyway, you can get a shirt, Uncle Rico, where I get my hat from. And like, fuck, I should hit them up and be like, I reckon over 2 years of making YouTube videos and Facebook videos and shit, so many people have asked me about this hat, and Uncle Rico must have made some money off me, constantly telling people where I got the hat from. They should fucking sponsor me. Someone email them and be like, this bloke's wearing your fucking hat. I'm too fucking lazy. Anyway, there's a mad shirt with Steve Irwin like holding a fucking VB long neck. And it's like, you know, instead of like a crocodile or a fucking lizard or a snake and like being like, he's got a VB long neck. It's just fucking all the maddest Aussie stuff. Uncle Rico's got it. Where the fuck am I? Deadbeat, the living legend. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Word up, Dusty. Peace. Deadbeat's just a good bloke. Here we go. Pyramid pilot. Is that how you say it? I'm fucking retarded. Wrestling is kind of cringe, bro. I stopped following after middle school. Yeah. Nah, it's fucking awesome, dude. I want one with the autism comment. Yeah. Please be patient. I have autism. That'd be fucking sick, eh? Just march around the streets. Gives you a license to be fucked all the time. Can you spell them in your store? I don't. Oh, can you sell them in your store? Yeah. I probably could, eh? I've got my bloody Australian store and my American store going now. I've made 2 shops just to make it fucking cheaper for postage. You know what I mean? Anyway, dustybogan.com. You can fucking look it up on there. I should make these hats. Somehow I'll fucking work out how to get these hats on there and sell them, eh? You know what I mean? I've got a mate who helps me with all this shit. He's real good. But nah, fucking wrestling, mate. The key to wrestling, the way we know it's like, it's just fucking fake, isn't it? I just reckon the way I still enjoy wrestling, it's like watching an action movie, right? You watch a fucking action movie, you don't sit there and go, yeah, that fucking The Rock in that last fucking movie he was in, you know, fucking Terminator 2, man. The Predator, when I watched that, it was so fake. It wasn't real. Yeah, it's all fake. All TV and movies, action movies, it's all fake, bro. It's all fake. So you might as well watch live action. You might as well go watch the wrestling where someone has the potential of fucking, you know, actually smashing the dude. It's just like live stuntmen. And they just abuse the shit out of each other. It's quite hilarious. I enjoy it. After a hard day's work, when you just want to when you're sick of all the fucking PC political correct bullshit, when you're sick of all the loony weirdos out there, you just want to watch some mind-numbing fucking WWE or All Elite Wrestling. You know what I mean? We have like little indie wrestling companies around Australia. I think there's like 3 different promotions around Brisbane. I went to one, Venom Wrestling. It was fucking good. It was actually really hardcore watching it in real life. These dudes were fucking smashing each other. And it was hard out. One of the dudes, he looked like Kane. He was like a demon with blood all over his face. And I met him at the bar afterwards. I was having a beer with him. Like, how you going? And he's like, I fucked my knee and I'll be 3 months out. He was some like full demon bloke with like blood and scabs and shit all over his face. And I was like, can I pray for your knee that it gets better? So we like, bang. We started praying for this guy, which was fucking mad. And like, even a few of my mates are like atheists. I'm like, can you just put your hand on his shoulder? He's like, why? I'm like, we're praying for him. They'd be like, yeah, no worries. That's the way we do it, mate. And the demon fella, the demon wrestler, he was like, thanks so much, mate. He's like, I've never been prayed for. He must have been an atheist or something. And I was just like, no bloody drama. Hope your knee gets better. So next time I go to that wrestling thing, I actually seen, because I follow it on Facebook, because I'm back on Facebook for a while. Since my mate Shane moved to Tassie. So like 4 months of me back on Facebook. Anyway, fucking, yeah, I started following that promotion, the bloody Venom Wrestling again, and I seen that Demon dude. He is just still wrestling, so his knee, obviously, you know, I don't know. A miracle. Nah, I don't know. I ain't shitting ya. Who fucking knows? Deadbeat reckons sat on the loading bay early for work, catching a bit of the dust wave. Yeah, mate. Good on you, fucking Deadbeat. What a bloody living legend. Always tune in. See? What a top bloke. Oh, and guess what? Do any of you guys, obviously people hit the bell, right? So you know when I go live. And I've been noticing how they're fucking unsubscribing me to channels and they're fucking unbelling me. They unbelled me. No, they unsubscribed me to All Elite Wrestling. I'm like, holy fuck, are you serious? Another dude another guy they fucking, pardon me, so I'm swearing my head off. Another guy they didn't unsubscribe me, but they bloody they unclicked the bell. Do you know this Eric? What's his name? Eric Bugenhagen. He's like a dude who lifts weights and shit, and he does a bit of wrestling too. He's been picked up in the what do they call it? Anyway, he's been picked up. He's in that NXT shit with the WWE. He's fucking all right, but I couldn't believe it. So just make sure you click the bell. If you're watching, be like, subscribe and hit the bell. And keep an eye on that. If you're like, why the fuck isn't Dusty coming up? I swear, I mean, they even they unbelled me to the Unshackled, which is like, I go on that show every now and then and just banter and have a few beers, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so you know I was fucking up. Pyramid. Yeah, old dude, you are hilarious. You should have 1 million subs. I fucking, mate, I can't even like bump my subs up. I lost 5 subs yesterday. I looked at my fucking thing and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on here, mate? Duspo, you know, yesterday I fucking shot some arrows and hit the bloody speedball thing, and then 5 people unsubbed. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? But that's life, isn't it? I just reckon maybe there's a chance they're shadow banning me, but maybe I just do some shit videos. Let's be serious. Let's be honest. Suspension of a reality, I think. Anyway, here we go. Kevin reckons Royce and Mersh like wrestling. Hey, see? They know. I met Lou AI. Who the fuck's that? And Andre the Giant. Are you kidding me? Isn't that dude dead? As a little kid in the airport, and they were dicks and told me, what the fuck? Scram kid. What the fuck? That's bullshit. They're supposed to be like your heroes, you know what I mean? Like like fucking Hollywood Hulk Hogan. All these dudes are supposed to be, they should be like, hey, fucking going to that kid. You know what I mean? That's bullshit, Kevin. That's fucked, honestly, mate. If anyone said g'day to Duspo in public, I'd be like, hey, fucking go. When we were going to heaps of rallies and shit, people would come up to me, because I guess it's like the same circle. Same people would go to rallies and to different events, and fucking like if Milo Yiannopoulos came and shit, a few people would be like, hey, you going, Dusty? I'd be like, hey, fucking, show me a fucking bit. No, pretty funny, but got to work now. Good on you, Deadbeat. Peace, Dusty. Peace, chat. What a legend. Old Pyramid reckons I got to take off, brother. It's 1 a.m. here. No worries, mate. Sleep fucking tight. What do they call it? Like a bug in a rug. There you go. Stay awesome, Dust Dog. Thanks, man. Wrestling, and here's Kevin again. Wrestling in America started out of shady circus going from Chicago to Canada. Got really rich. A corrupt from city planners and portable structures in Chicago. World's Fair, just corrupt, degenerate. Anyway, is that fucking right? I don't bloody know. Anyway, where the fuck? We're going to read this article about Jericho anyway. Oh, Jericho. I reckon maybe someone was playing a prank. I reckon they're pretty strategic. I reckon they're just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get this shit on the news. Maybe that's how Jericho lost his $30,000 All Elite Wrestling belt, which he found. Anyway, let's fucking read this. The couple picked up the bag and somewhat oddly didn't open it until they returned home. They discovered it was an All Elite Wrestling Championship belt, but believed it to be a replica. So they listed it on Lost and Found section on Craigslist. Dead set. Once I found it was like a little, I don't know, bag like this. I think it was like a bag where guys would keep like shaving shit in the airport. I found it and I was like, oh yeah, I'll go hand that into the reception. And then they fucking opened it. Bang, it was just full of cash, like 50s and 100s. And I was like, fuck, should have opened that. That'd be a tempting situation, you know what I mean? Be like, what the fuck? I was only a teenager, but that happened. And you know what I mean? You feel like a dog. I guess it's lucky I didn't open it because, you know, they'd be like, what do you do then? Pocket some poor bastard's cash. Fuck, that dude would have been so spewing. Anyway, while the price had not reportedly, while the couple, they have price written there, while the price had not reportedly, I'm like Ron Burgundy, reportedly seen any media coverage of the missing belt, others did. And when Price, that must be his name, read the message Wednesday morning, he said he bought the belt to the police department. That day, Jericho proudly announced on Twitter that he recovered his AWE belt himself in less than 24 hours with a video that went more than 2 minutes. I think I watched it and he's like, I got a belt back, not the police, not anyone. And he rants about it. He's like, I hired private detectives or some crap. Here we go. What's he say? This is what Jericho wrote. Breaking news. AWE Championship. Chris Jericho recovers AWE title belt himself in less than 24 hours. Awaits much deserved thank you from the entire AWE fan base and roster. That's nice. Jericho, the living legend. Anyway, that'll do for that article, eh? I back Jericho. I reckon he's a mad dude. Looks like he's been back in the gym. I remember Jericho, what'd he say? He said some shit. He's like, yeah. He was like, if you get injured and shit, just stretch. He does like yoga, and he reckons that's how he's managed to stay in the wrestling game for so long. You can read about it. It might be DDP yoga or some shit. And I was like, oh yeah, because my back was fucked and for ages and ages ago. And I listened to that and I was like, huh. So I went to the physio and he gave me some exercises and I came fucking right. But it was Jericho who fucking inspired me. I must have been, I don't know what I was doing. I was listening to, is it Fozzy, his fucking metal band? And I was like, my mate was like, you know, Jericho's got a fucking metal band. I was like, oh yeah, watching some of his shit. And then he said something about his back getting injured, and fucking, I was like, oh yeah, I'll fucking give that a shot. So he's a legend. Living legend, Chris Jericho. We got fucking more news in here. Pretty fucking hard case. Where was I reading? An article today about Meghan Merkel. Is that her name? Meghan Markle? Anyway, the bitch who used to be from, what is it? Suits, who married the Prince. Anyway, she fucking, there was some 60 Minutes thing where Katie Hopkins, she's like, raises awareness to the dangers of radical Islam. You know what I mean? She's fucking awesome. And she like went and I think she like, was just like, Meghan, she just like, I don't know, talked down a bit on her, and everyone's like, she's a fucking racist. What a racist bitch. So if you don't say, I just couldn't believe it. I thought, this is fucking stupid. Anyway, let's read the article. 60 Minutes. Reprehensible guest Katie Hopkins' controversial past. Oh, is that the right article? Meghan fucking Merkel. Was that her name? I don't know if that's how I say it. Bottom of the barrel, 60 Minutes. Blasted over damning Meghan Merkel segment. Karl Stefanovic. He's this Aussie bloke. If you're American, you're probably like, who the fuck's Karl Stefanovic? I think he does like the morning show or some shit. And he's like, he talks a bit of shit. He's all right. He's not that bad, the guy. But he's going a bit social justice warrior. He's gone a bit weirdo. Apparently the guy got divorced and then he just like went full SJW trying to fucking compensate. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck, I'm a dickhead. My wife left me, because he was probably a fuckhead. So he had to like compensate some way by being a bit more of a social justice warrior, be like fucking virtue signal how I'm deep down, I'm a good guy. Anyway, Karl Stefanovic broached a very sensitive subject about Meghan Merkel during last night's 60 Minutes special, and viewers were furious. Were they? I didn't fucking watch it. I was too busy. What the fuck was I watching? I watched some Netflix. Some movie on Netflix. It was pretty fucking good. My missus, she's like, I don't fucking watch sci-fi. Banging on how she doesn't watch sci-fi. And then she picks a movie. This will be a good one. And it was a sci-fi. I'm like, hey, there you go. And it was pretty fucking good. I can't even find it on here. I would like to tell you guys. Where the fuck is like history? Should be history on here. My list. Nah, nothing on here. It was some sweet bloody sci-fi movie. Anyway, I'm going on a fucking tangent. That's what you get. Get used to it. Nah. Where was I? When 60 Minutes tweeted the trailer for It's How Meghan Merkel Lost Her Sparkle segment early this week, it copped a global backlash. Who the fuck's saying that the princess has lost her sparkle? That's just fucking stupid, mate. But there was one very sensitive subject that wasn't addressed in the preview. Meghan Markle's, is that even how you say it? I fucking could be wrong. Race. It wasn't addressed, her race. Who gives a fuck about her race? There's nothing. She's a fucking princess now, mate. God's sake. She's one of the most fucking influential people on the face of the earth now. Stop trying to drag her down into some guilt. She should have some fucking insecurity complex. How fucking pathetic. She should be like, she's like a role model for heaps of young women, you know, she's like, hopefully she just shakes off the fucking victim on black. It's racism. Anyway, where was I? But there was one very sensitive subject that wasn't addressed in the preview. Meghan Markle's, I'm just going to call her the fucking princess, race, and the extent of which racism has underpinned anti-Meghan sentiment in royal coverage. What are you fucking even talking about? And the program was widely blasted for featuring Katie Hopkins, a conservative British commentator whose racist remarks frequently make global headlines. No, they fucking don't. She only criticizes Islam and stupid people whose skin happens to not be white. No. What's wrong with saying someone's a fucking stupid idiot? You're a racist. If someone calls a white person a stupid idiot, the white person doesn't go, you're a fucking racist bitch. You know what I mean? Anyway, many accuse the show of pandering to critics who dislike of Meghan. They argue is driven by her African American heritage. Can you believe it? I just thought this article was interesting because it's like, how fucking pathetic are people? How pathetic are these journalists, how they make everything about race? You know what I mean? You can't just let the fucking princess get on with her life without there being, you know, drag it into the fucking gutter. This is news.com, but there's heaps of different articles about this bitch. Sky News is talking about it. I've got 2 articles on the same. Yeah, anyway. Where the fuck was I? During an interview, Karl Stefanovic addressed the elephant in the room, asking Hopkins, a fierce critic of Meghan's, whether I've got fucking shit on my screen I'm trying to read on, whether she holds vitriol, whether the vitriol she holds for the Duchess is underpinned by racism. That's what Karl reckons. Karl, the fucking social justice warrior, whose virtue signaling how much of a good person he is because he had a divorce, you know, and he's like, fuck. He's trying to, you know, prop himself up, trying to make himself feel good, mate, because he's such a fucking loser. Anyway. The British commentator denied that Meghan's heritage played into her dislike of the Duchess, saying those accusations were old and tired. I think that's where people go with this. If I criticize Meghan, as we can hear, people say, well, you're right. Racist. Even a second thought to me, she said. Exactly. So it's like, fucking hell, man. She is like one of the world's most influential people, and like, we can't criticize her. I can't find any reason to criticize her. I don't follow. All I know is she married a lizard person. That's the only criticism I can give, you know what I mean? She's just bloody. If you went and got like a I need to plug my light in my fucking. Jesus. Give me a second here. Is that better or worse? Probably fucking worse, eh? That's better. Yeah, my only criticism is she married into the royal lizard family. Maybe she has some lizard blood. If she goes back far enough, she's probably got a bit of lizard blood in there. They like to consolidate the power. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, jump back in the comment section for a fucking minute. I'll just skip the wrestling comments. Sorry, guys. Here's Mitchell Osbear. I went to church for the first time because of you, Dusty. Whoa. And James Fox Higgins in Box Day. It was good. That's awesome, bro. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy going. It's like a bit of a get attached to the culture and the community and a bit of spirituality. You can't go wrong, mate. I really need to be reminded about forgiveness. I love just to forgive. I remember the first time I ever went to church and it was just like, I kind of had it. I barely knew what the hell was going on, but I really felt this like forgiveness. And then that helped me just feel like, yeah, I could just forgive anyone who's hurt me. And just made me feel light-hearted, made me feel a lot better. That's I think that is the most important thing about church, just to feel like, yep, forgiveness for your mistakes. And then that flow on will help you forgive other people. And then you just feel like light-hearted. Let go of your own mistakes and those who have hurt you. So just like, fuck, that feels better. Anyway, good on you, mate. Proud of you. Peter reckons Zach Williams no longer a slave to fear. Great song. Check it out anyway. It must be a Christian song or something. You don't bring up race. You must be racist. The fourth rider, 92. That's what he reckons. Yeah, you know what I'm saying about this? Like, I read this article. I just, type in news to Google. I'm just reading a bit of the fucking daily news, what the hell's going on in the world. And I come across that article. I just think, Jesus Christ, is everything fucking racist in this world? It's just so pathetic. It's so fucking pathetic. You know what I mean? And now everyone's a fucking racist. The social justice warrior losers who the only way they can feel good about themselves is to be like, you're a fucking racist. You're this, you're that, to make themselves feel good about themselves. It must be. Or that they're just so shit, these journalists, that they need some kind of clickbait to fucking sell their shitty articles or get views on their shitty shows. It's probably maybe the advertisement companies are just like, spice it up a bit, mate. Get it a bit spicy. We need viewers. Debbie thinks is what she reckons. Oh, Deb. She's a cow, though no one cares what race she is. Is she a cow? I don't really know. I watched Suits for a while. I reckon I got a few seasons in. It was just like the same shit over and over again in Suits. It was kind of like, remind me of Power Rangers. The Power Rangers have the same shit happen over and over again. That's what it fucking reminded me of. Or Captain Planet. It's the same shit. So I was like, I'm done. I'm done with Suits. And everyone was like, she's so hot. Ooh. People thought she was so fucking good looking. And I was just like, oh yeah, whatever. $5 super chat. Oswald Mosley. Pint at the Vic for you, mate. Is that right? Are you having a bloody beer? How did you donate $2? Says $5 right here. Damn. Oh, $2 and a $5. There's the rest. Jeez, brother. Thanks so much. It's really generous. Shit, meant to send more. Haha. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate that. Anxious Aussie. Buy him a shandy in a little glass. Bit of lemonade and beer, mate. There you fucking go. Casper reckons, I can hear the birds behind you. The birds behind you. We only have owls, eagles, and cows. Annoying. Can you actually hear birds? I must be so used to it. It just goes into the body. Born Nordic reckons Oswald, Oswald, the $10 for a jug. I love it. I'm drinking vodka. Casper reckons. Good on you, mate. On USA West Coast. Cheers. Good on you, bro. I'm off the bloody haven't been drinking during the week. They've been fucking well behaved. I'm surprised I'm still like, thanks for super chatting me, because when I was doing the bloody $5 shots, man, I was getting heaps of super chats, eh? But fuck, I was just getting like, the moonshine fucks you. Apparently the moonshine can like zap your body of vitamins, and then you slowly descend into like being fucked. So I'm glad I've had a break on the moonshine. Another $5. Kanoaf, I can't even pronounce that. Your name, bro. I'm fucking retarded. Nah. Beer on me, you mad lad. Thanks so much, mate. Jeez. You guys are awesome. Back into this article, eh? Let's get to the bottom of this SJW bullshit where everyone's fucking racist. You know what I mean? Whole Carl Stefanovic. I think that's where people go, I already read that. It only comes up in the minds of those who are racist. That's what he reckons. That's a good response. And that's never people like me. What a fucking Katie Hopkins. That's her name, right? Oh, Katie. She was supposed to come to Australia and do like a speaking tour. That would have been excellent. She seems like a pretty good chick. Where was I? This is Katie. This is what she reckons. I'm just observing that the dress is better on Kate. Oh, so she criticizes her what she's wearing and stuff. Like, she looks disgusting. Is Kate the other sister, eh? The other princess. So this... so it's so funny that would be like you what about... So if she criticizes her for what she's wearing, right? It's like, that is so fucking ugly. What you're wearing is disgusting. We were having beers on Friday night, and there was two gay dudes, my missus and her friends, who went and we were like having beers. We went to go like, oh, can you come pick me up? I'm ready to go. Righto. Went and pick them up. There's two gay dudes. We were having a chat to them, and they were like, oh, look what you're wearing, to my mate. And they started giving him shit about what he was wearing. And we're like, what are you talking about, bro? He got this from an op shop. My mate, dead set, had this mad jacket. It was like made in Britain or something. Said made in Britain, some old school jacket probably from the fucking 70s. I'm like, brother, it looks fucking cool. What are you talking about? And we made the gay dude try on the jacket. And he tried it on. He's like, oh, maybe it's growing on me. We're like, what the fuck? So Katie Hopkins is a racist for the exact same thing this gay dude did on Friday night. And I didn't have a problem with the gay dude's criticism. It was kind of funny. We kind of had a laugh about it. Like, we didn't really give a fuck. You know, the militant homosexuals, the fashion police. You know what I mean? You can't escape it, mate. They're just judging us heterosexual people and our poor fashion fucking, you know what I mean? Just get a Dusty Bogan shirt from the dustybogan.com and you'll look fucking sharp as a tack. You know what I mean? Anyway, where the fuck was I? Burping like a filthy pig. So this racist thing is really odd and tired, but I think it's just people's way of sort of saying you must not criticize Meghan. You can't criticize the princess, mate. She's in the special royal lizard people family. You know what I mean? She's fucking protected species now, mate. Didn't she create a little lizard baby? So there you go. There's going to be like a brown prince, and he's going to be all lizard. It doesn't matter. See, it doesn't matter the color of the royal family. It doesn't matter the heritage. It's just a skin suit covering lizard at the end of the day. It's a thin layer of, you know, a thin layer of whatever color. It does not matter. The green, trans-dimensional, the hyperdimensional fucking lizard people, and she's just bred with one. So she's just created. She's a part of the lizard people problem. And I actually do like the royal family. I'm a the Queen's birthday is coming up. It's coming up soon, and I'll be celebrating it. You know what I mean? Just like we want to celebrate Brexit when it finally happens. We'll be like, yes. I think the the lizard people want Brexit to happen. Do you know what I mean? They want to lord over, they want to be like, nah, we don't need the European Union telling us what to do. That's what I fucking reckon. Where was I in this article? Former palace insider Patrick Jefferson, who spent 8 years with Princess Diana's private secretary, said the question of race was entirely misleading. Well, thank fuck someone around there has some common sense. It's irrelevant, and I would warn against anyone talking that line as any sort of explanation why Meghan sometimes doesn't get the press she necessarily wants, he told the program. Thank fuck. Thank goodness someone there is just a normal fucking person. It's like, hey, mate, go ask the glitterati. They'll be like fucking the gay mafia. They'll be like, that bitch, she looks disgusting. She's wearing the wrong colors. Some shit, you know what I mean? And then they'll be like, the gays are fucking racist. The racist gays. Ooh. Everyone should be fucking afraid. You know what I mean? Where the fuck was I? When's Stefanovic claimed Prince Harry played the racism? Prince Harry played the racism card to an extent. What the fuck? Mr. Joseph revealed he strongly advised him against doing that. Stefanovic, you are a fucking piece of shit. Trying to drive a wedge between the royal family using the race card. Do these people, do they ever fucking give up? This has got to be like, this is a real wake-up call. When fucking stupid Carl Stefanovic, the guy is he's losing it, man. He's fucking lost it. When he says shit like that, we all got to just wake up and just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Carl? You fucking crackpot. Thank God this guy's here to be like, pull your fucking head in, Carl. You're a fucking dickhead. Where was I? If you take that point of view, then you're going to miss perhaps some more relevant reasons to why Meghan isn't as popular as she should be. He said, well, cheers, I bet you. If you go look at the bitch's fucking Instagram, maybe we should go troll the bitch's Instagram and be like, what the fuckers? Here we go. One of my family members bashing on the door trying to get in. I open the door. And then they have a key for up here, so go away. I'm doing a live. Thank you. Is that rude of me? Sorry if that was like rude. I try like lock multiple times the back door. I got family staying with me for a little bit. They don't get the message. It's all right. Such is fucking life, isn't it? Where was I? Almost fucking lost where I was there. I like this dude anyway. He's talking a lot of sense. Yeah, so that you're missing why. she doesn't have so much popularity. God's sake, she was a fucking actor. She was in Suits. The bitch is one of the most popular, influential people on earth. And I think she's not too bad. I don't think there's much there to criticize at all. But I don't follow this shit. As the show aired, 60 Minutes copped heavy criticism for an array of reasons, prominently featuring Hopkins not interviewing people of color. What the fuck? And for focusing on Meghan rather than Prince Andrew's. Tries to convince pedophile. What the fuck? Meghan rather than Prince Andrew's ties to convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. So this is the people criticize them about fucking Hopkins because they didn't interview people of color and they focused on Meghan rather than Prince Andrew. Okay. Mate, it was about, that's got to be a whole other 60 minutes. Prince Andrew's ties to convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Convicted pedophile. What do you fucking know? That's how they all roll, man. I'm telling you, if you're in this world and someone says go to a strip club or take drugs or do anything, say fuck off. Because this is how they entrap people. They get people wasted and fucking on drugs, and then they, I don't know, bring in an underage fucking prostitute or stripper or something, and then they're like, bang, this guy's done. We've got him. We're fucking gonna blackmail him for life. That's the way the lizard people roll. The Illuminati and the fucking Masons and shit. I'm only talking shit. I don't know. I'm making this up. But it's just like manipulation. I think that is real. I think these pedophile freako stuff, I think it's widespread and real. And I think people have used shit like this to manipulate, to control. To be like, we've got you now, you piece of shit. Prince Andrews, they fucking own his ass. They got dirt on him. But yeah, it's so fucking stupid that people would criticize 60 Minutes on this and not criticize Carl. Carl the fucking, everything is fucking racist, stupid idiot. That's all he fucking is. And is that the end of the article? Oh no, here we go. While denying she was racist, Hopkins took I can't pronounce this word, so-and-so word of the Duchess. Vitriolic view of the Duchess, arguing she was harming Harry's reputation and was only ever in cheap movies. So she just genuine criticism. Who gives a fuck if she was? I've never seen any movies she's in, but I did see her in Suits. Like I was saying, why do you hate Meghan so much? Stefan Novik asked her, what has she ever done to you? Brother, you can criticize people and they don't have to do shit to you. You can criticize anyone on this fucking planet and be like, that person's a dickhead. What about when they criticized Dave Chappelle's fucking Sticks and Stones comedy special? Was that racist? Were all the critics racist? No, they fucking weren't. You're free to criticize. When we all criticize Barack Obama, was that racist? No. For fuck's sake. Wake up. Anyway. Whatever, she responded. It's my royal family. This is my country. Prince Harry is my Prince Harry. I'm not jealous, she added. Who wants to be Meghan Markle? I'm popular. I'm known as the biggest bitch in Britain. The only person in Britain who's more unpopular than me, Meghan Markle. I don't think that's right. I think that's true. Damn. She's fucking awesome, eh? She just, bang, no fucking, she just says it, calls it as she sees it. Anyway, Hopkins then blasted the Duchess as a hypocrite. What does Meghan Markle do? We've got to save the planet. Oh, do one good thing every day, blah, blah, blah. Then what does she do? Get our 4 private flights to wherever, land at £400,000 a week higher, and then use up half the CO2 emissions that anyone else might have had. It's pure hypocrisy. I guess that's true. So she's got some real reasons to criticize her. And what is she really? She's a no one. Whoa, she's a divorcee. Fucking hell, man. This is savage. I guess I just said that about Carl. When did we want a divorcee in the royal family? She wears bad clothes. Fucking hell. When did she ask for that? When did we ask for that? We've just got so much better. We've just got so much better of our own. Stefanovic argued that Prince Harry did not care what anyone thought and just wanted critics to butt out and stop remarking on their lives. Remember when everyone didn't they go mental on Princess Diana and I guess maybe they loved her. That's why the paparazzi, it's just to make money. If you talk or write anything about the royal family, I guess you get heaps of fucking views, and it's like clickbait. So Hopkins is just playing the reverse clickbait. You know what I mean? She's being a troll. Anyway, I think we're fucking done with this article. No one really gives a fuck. The only important thing to point out there is Carl Stefanovic fucking calling out everyone as everyone's a racist. Wow, we were jumping back in the fucking comment section. Holy shit, Kevin, what going on in Hong Kong? $3.99. Thanks, bro. That's some generosity right there. Thanks, Kevin, you legend. Yeah, I've got an article here about Hong Kong. Maybe we should get in. Oswald Mosley. Is this another fucking $2 from Oswald? Just dropped in for a minute. Catch you at the Vic soon. Cheers, mate. Victoria Bitter. Catch a fucking delicious cold VB long neck tipping down my neck with all these donations. Saving it up for the weekend. Cheers, fucking everyone. Thanks for the super chats, the living legends. Hey, Lisa's back. Prince Andrew looks like Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. I guess I'm not familiar with all these fucking royals. How about we jump into this article? It was some article I was reading about fucking Hong Kong. Let's jump in on the Hong Kong action. So let me click on this. Here we go. Oh, fucking bending over like fucking weirdo. Sitting on some uncomfortable as fuck stool. But anyway, that's fucking life. Hands fucking out. I reckon it was a bit windy today. I got like windburn on my face. If you know what I fucking mean. My eyes are fucking did sore. Anyway, where was I? Should I read some in the comment section? Where are we going? Casper, he reckons. To be clear, she was Oz and came here. My bro's sister went to NZ for film school. He's a super Peter Jackson bit. I don't get what that's about. Casper, honest question. Is Oz more based but less liberal with drugs? I live in a state with a weed supermarket. Could go back. I don't know, man. I don't like drugs. I'll just stay away from it. I think when I smoked weed when I was a teenager, it gave me anxiety, made me feel fucked up. So I just stay away from it. I'll just stick to the beers. But yeah, I think people can get drugs, man, if they want it. It's everywhere. They can't stop it. So, I don't know if we're more based. I think we're more just like, I think the problem with America is like, because we have voluntary, everyone has to vote in Australia, right? So everyone has to vote. So the main political parties, they have to try to be a little more fucking common sense center. They have to be a little bit fucking center based to try to win people's votes. I think America, it's not volunteer voting, so they just energize the base. They just target the fucking guaranteed voters, and they pump the rhetoric out, and it's a bit more full on. I wonder if America introduced compulsory voting, if it would just chill it out a bit more, and maybe the political parties would be like, fuck, we need to appeal to the common sense, silent majority, the masses in the middle of politics, who are just a bit more chilled out. That's what I think. And I think that America, they get so fucking, because it's not compulsory voting, the left and the right, they just focus on their base. They just fucking bang, bang, bang with whatever they want. And then the rest of the world goes, oh, they actually won. Barack Obama won using them strategies, or Trump won them strategies, and fucking the left, now Trump's in the left, are going mental. They're going twice as hard on that base. And the rest of the world's going, maybe we should follow their example. Maybe we should do what they're doing. And it fucks it's just fucking political extremists, man. Really. We're all over it. Nah. Anyway, Lisa NW, the royal family in the UK are all super ugly and are actually from Saxe-Coburg bloodline, which is actually not even the legit royal bloodline. Dead set. They're all fucking lizard people anyway. It's because the skin doesn't sit right on the lizard underneath. You know what I mean? Them princesses are quite good looking, so maybe they just need a bit of fucking. Anyway, I'm not going there. Old prince with who's the prince? The Ranger prince. He's all right. He's a handsome looking bloke. You know what I mean? He's like more handsome than Ed Sheeran. Nah. Where was I? Where am I going? Where am I in the comments section? I'm skipping past a heap of comments. Oh, the medicine man, he's fucking in the chat. A red-headed man. This is Lisa Rex. A red-headed man. If you catch my drift, I think he may have been bumped off. Princess Diana had a affair before she was pregnant with Prince Harry. Oh, is that right? Dead set. You know all the gossip about these royals, Lisa. You reckon, no offense, it's a woman thing? They're like, these royals. I guess there's something like enchanting about having a royal, like princes and princesses and all that, eh? It's just like interesting. I like it. I think it's a part of like good part of culture and tradition. Do you know what I mean? I think it's like cool. It was good when I went to the UK and you were just like get amongst it and see all this cool stuff and just absorbing the culture and the tradition. And you're like, yeah, this is all right. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're on to the next fucking news article. Pardon me. And this one was a good one too. I thought it was pretty funny. Marches in Hong Kong. Protesters. I wouldn't call them marches. Seem like they're going fucking ballistic now. When we went to the Hong Kong rally in Brisbane and we were talking to all the people, I'm like, yeah, so you guys are doing pretty good. You're not like burning anything, rolling any cars. I think you're like pretty tamed. You're leading the way. You're kind of a good example of how to do a pretty peaceful protest. And then it's like the next day and it was just like, I was like, fuck, I spoke too soon. They're going pretty hard out, but do you blame them? I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Marches ask Donald Trump to liberate Hong Kong as clashes erupt. Can you fucking imagine if Trump was like, we're going to liberate Hong Kong? Jeez, that'd be World War III. Fucking, you know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen, but anyway, it's crazy. Who wrote this? This is news.com. Again, thousands of protesters in Hong Kong have sung the Star-Spangled Banner and begged the US president to liberate them. That's hard out, man. What a bunch of legendary patriots. There's heaps of photos. They're just marching with the American flag. They've got pictures of Trump riding on a tank, like a cartoon drawing up. It looks fucking badass. Thousands of demonstrators in Hong Kong urge US President Donald Trump to liberate the semi-autonomous Chinese territory during a peaceful march. During a peaceful march to the US consulate on Sunday. But violence broke out later in the business and retail district as police fired tear gas after protesters vandalized subway stations, set fires, and blocked traffic. So they're going full hard, yeah. I guess I wonder who fired the first shot. I wonder if the cops were like, dunk, shoot a bit of tear gas in there, and then everyone's just like, fuck us. Starting. They reckon they were, yeah. They vandalized the subway station and set fire to and blocked traffic. Set fire and blocked traffic? What the fuck did they set fire to? That's what I want to know. They're not telling me what they set fire to. Demonstrators. It's kind of nice that they're not calling them, I don't know, demonstrators. That seems quite tamed. You know what I mean? Demonstrators flooded a park in central Hong Kong chanting, resist Beijing, liberate Hong Kong, and stand with Hong Kong, fight for freedom. Good on the Chinese, or the Hong Kongese. I think they're living legends. Look at them all. Like, I'm looking at a picture here with them all with fucking 20, 30 American flags. Can you believe it? The Chinese must be like, oh, I must be furious, especially with the trade war going. They'll be like, fuck. Many of them clad in black t-shirts and wearing masks, waving American flags and carrying posters that read, President Trump, please liberate Hong Kong, as they march to the US consulate nearby. Living legends. Hong Kong is at the forefront of a battle against the totalitarian regime of China, said the fucking leader of the Panzer Chan, one of the organizers of the march. Please support us in our fight. Hong Kong has been rocked by 3 months of unrest sparked by a proposed law that would have allowed criminal suspects to be sent to mainland China for trial. Many saw the extradition bill as a glaring example of the erosion of civil liberties and rights prompted under the one currency, two system framework when the former British colony returned to Chinese rule in 1997. Anyway, I wonder if the fucking British are going to go and protest. Sorry, spit flew out of my mouth. What a fucking pig. I wonder if the British are going to protest and be like, fuck you. They're going to be like, fuck you, to the EU and just go like, we want Brexit now. Just go full fucking retard. They need to go full Hong Kong. Full Hong Kong. You know what I mean? Hong Kong are fucking fighting for freedom, man. And I think the British need to be like, geez, man, if they don't let us fucking leave the EU, man, I think it's a good enough reason to have. Oh, look, I'm all for peaceful protest until the first tear gas fucking canister gets shot, and then you just like start like shaking fucking road signs and shit, and just like, Just fucking rip one of them red phone boxes out of the ute and fucking put it in your backyard. Just be like, fuck you, it's mine now. You bastards. Do we actually have another super chat? Jeez, is this the same one? They are passing out $1 million bribes to ban guns. To ban guns to officials. Are you joking me, Kevin? Is this in America or what? They are passing out $1 million bribes to ban guns to officials. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. And you think like it's got to be kind of, I don't know, with unrest around the world. I don't think it's a good time to hand in guns. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a good time to have maybe to reform. Maybe there could be some reforms. So real crazy fucking mentally ill people, we don't want them having guns. But law-abiding citizens, they should be able to own fucking firearms, right? But yeah, I was thinking like even New Zealand, it's like there's 140,000 semi-automatics in New Zealand, and we want people to fucking hand them in. We've got a buyback system. 14,000 have been bought back. And I think to myself, New Zealand, they have fuck all of a military. They don't even have an air force. I'm telling you what, them 150,000 guns, semi-automatic guns in New Zealand is the greatest defense New Zealand as a nation has against fucking invasion. I'm telling you. They don't have the fucking budget. They don't put fuck all money into their military. You know what I mean? But good on you, Kevin. You're a top bloke. I think that was, have I read the same one or is that another super chat? I don't even know. Maybe I have. Maybe I fucked up and read it twice. Who bloody knows? But thanks anyway. Well, I'm skipping some here. Oh, Lisa, you must love a bit of the old British family. British had occupied so much of the globe at one point. Actually, 1/6 of the Earth's surface was ruled under British. Wow, isn't that wild? What was the Soviet Union at the peak of the Soviet Union? That was like a quarter of the land's of the Earth's surface, and it was illegal to be a Christian. Do you know what I mean? Geez, we've come a long way. That would have been fucking scary. I think the British, you know, they've done everywhere the British, you know, after World War II, they're sort of like giving out the freedom. The colonial powers were kind of like, nah, we're going back home. And I think they, for the most part, you know, wherever the British were, they set up decent legal systems. The best thing they do, I reckon it's like, well, from the Magna Carta, it's like property rights. You could actually own your property. They'd have a jury of 12. And then, you know, it's like legal documents. You could have contracts. All that shit led to like proper capitalism. Do you know what I mean? Where you can own a property and use your equity to fucking invest in shares or buy more property or business or whatever. That's the true empowerment, you know, becoming free. And how good is how good, I think the people who invented like a jury of 12, I think that is probably one of the greatest things ever. Do you know what I mean? To be judged by our peers, by other civilians, that's brilliant. Thanks to the British, thanks to the Magna Carta. You know what I mean? Made the world a fucking way better place. Where am I? What the? I'll go back to this article. Fucking mad Hong Kong legends, the living legends. Hong Kong's government promised the past week to formally withdraw the bill, but that failed to appease the demonstrators who have widened their demands to include calls for direct elections for the city's leaders and an independent probe into the alleged violence brutally against protesters. The unrest had become the biggest challenge to Beijing's rule since Hong Kong's return from Britain. Beijing and the entirely state-controlled media have portrayed the protest as an effort by criminals. I think I just read this. I'm fucking losing it. I might have to fucking call it a night. Dustbo might have to call it a night. I'm fucking losing it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think I'll wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. An hour and 15 minutes. That's a decent bit of rant and banter, news. Save, I've got a heap of news articles. We're going to go tomorrow, same time, 4:30 Aussie time. We're going to go cheap Tuesday. We're going to have walkabout Wednesday and thirsty Thursday. So we're going bloody Monday to Thursday this week. We're going to pump out the news. And I hope you all have a fucking lovely, hope all you Americans have a lovely sleep. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. You know what I mean? Like a bug in a rug. Tuck yourself in. Get someone to tuck you in. Be like, oh, tuck me in. And just sleep like a bug in a rug. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks for the bloody Regan. Hey, bro. On your Dusty. Thanks for tuning in, Regan. You legend. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I got to go cook some fucking dinner. Going to go to the gym. And maybe go have a look at a car I might be buying. So you know what I mean? That'd be fucking all right. Haha. Lisa reckons I'm going to bed. My cat tucks me in. Good on ya. No fucking worries. Catch us tomorrow for cheap Tuesday. Lisa reckons say hi to Miss Dusty Bogan, the Dusty Sheila. She's still at bloody work. Anyway, she reckons she's going to have a sick day tomorrow. She's like, I can't have a sick day on a Monday. I feel like a dog. Do it on Tuesday. Not fair enough. But anyway, catch us later. See you tomorrow. Have a fucking good nap. Good night. Good afternoon. Wherever